Every generation has a defining moment. It's how they face it that goes down in history.
That is terrible.
Future generations look back at all the movies and the books, and they see who stood tall. They see who stood on the wrong side of history, and they see who didn't even stand at all. That moment, future generations will look back on to judge this one is here, right now. The veil's been torn. The deceptive words that have masked an unspeakable evil for decades were shattered and wiped away in just a few short, devastating videos.
Another boy, boy.
The greatest genocide we have ever known is going on right now and happening on our watch. More have perished in this genocide than in the Holocaust, the Armenian genocide, the Greek genocide, the Soviet famine, the Rwandan genocide, Darfur, and 30 more of the most notorious atrocities in world history combined. All of it sanctioned, made acceptable with words. It's my choice. A woman has a right to her own body. It's only tissue, embryo, a fetus. One word is conveniently left out, a word that changes everything. Human tissue, human embryo, human fetus. Even the law that prohibits the trafficking of fetal tissue doesn't just say fetal tissue, it says human fetal tissue, because the science is quite settled. It's a human being.
Before you move the set, we'll make sure we have all the other two. Okay, so you feel like you have a good hold of him?
There's not one documented example in the history of the entire world where a human embryo or human fetus grew into a cat or an elephant or a plant or a tree or some other inanimate object. It's a human life. And life is never a mistake. It's never a punishment. It's not to be treated casually or just discarded at a whim when inconvenient. It is a gift, and it is always beautiful. From the very moment of conception, the very essence of who you are, your DNA, it's formed. In 2 weeks, the nervous system. Shortly after that, the heart beats. Then the spinal cord forms. By week 8, all structures are present in the human body. Yet abortion is legal up to 22 weeks in 46 states. The most horrific scenes in those videos you've been seeing, the baby was only 18 weeks. Imagine how much bigger those little arms and feet and legs are at 20 weeks, 21, 24, 26. How are we letting this happen? We're out of step with the world. Our laws are on par with Russia and China. This is our moment to shed the shackles of clever wording. Our time to stop dehumanizing what every scientific fact and rational bone in our body points to as a human. It's our time to defend the defenseless, speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. It's our time to start a new conversation, to fix reason firmly in her seat and say, no, this choice is not okay. It's time we declare that we will no longer accept our taxpayer dollars going towards this butchery. And beyond that, we will no longer accept this mockery of human life. This, not income inequality, not minimum wage hikes, this is our defining moment. Future generations are watching closely. How do you want to be remembered? The choice is yours, but choose wisely, because millions of lives literally depend on it.